I hope with the coverage over the past week or so that we were able to help everyone find a game or two at a great price, or maybe something you had never heard of. And I love hearing from you all in the comments, and sometimes you even recommend games to me that I've never heard of. And really that's the best part for me, we get to chat week to week about games, and I just want to thank you for giving me the chance to do so. These videos are just videos, but they mean nothing without your support, and so it's a two-way street, and once you add in the comment section, they become a real conversation between friends, and I just truly enjoy that aspect of having a channel here on YouTube to share with you all. Welcome everyone, I'm JP, and today we're checking out a bunch of great games at awesome prices, and for today we'll stick with games under $20. Now we have some really solid picks and games at new low prices, and of course I'll have detailed information down below for quick access. And today we also have some giveaways to do. We have a giveaway for the first 100 comments on the last video. We have our Day 1 December giveaway, and I'm also going to do a special drawing for the patrons and the channel members, just as a thank you as we get into the season of giving. Good luck everyone, and thank you all once again. Alright, and with all that said, let's go ahead and get started. Stay safe out there, and please enjoy the video. Alright, we'll start off with the Castlevania Advance Collection, which is a package that includes several great games from the Game Boy Advance days, as well as a previously unreleased game for us here in the US. Now all of the games have modern day quality of life enhancements such as rewind and save states, and they even included some bonus extras like a soundtrack and an encyclopedia as well. This is a great way to jump in and experience these for the first time or relive them, and right now you can pick it up at a new low of just $11.99, marked down 40% until the 5th. Next we have Death's Gambit, the Afterlife edition, which is a hardcore single-player action platformer with a download around 1.3 gigs and a main story that could last more than 20 hours to wrap up. The game has an amazing story with voice acting, and the combat is a ton of fun, plus you have a huge world to explore, and the game gives you 7 different classes to choose between, so there's plenty of variety as well. And there's even a new game plus for even more value. Right now you can pick it up for just $11.99, again a brand new low, marked down 40% until the 5th. Flynn, Son of Crimson is another 2D action platformer, this time with a download around 230 megabytes and a main story that should last roughly 8 to 10 hours to finish up. The cool thing with this game is that while we play as the young boy Flynn, we'll also have our trusty companion named Dex with us, and the relationship with the two of them is the strongest part of the game for me. They also have a heavy focus on magic and controlling the elements, and I think everyone should at least give this a look. Right now it's on sale for just $11.99, again a brand new low, marked down 40% until the 5th. Skul the Hero Slayer is a single-player 2D roguelike that sort of encourages you to take risks and die in order to see what they can throw at you next. Now it has a download around 3.3 gigs and offers dozens of hours of chaotic gameplay, and in this one they give you the option of playing as one of more than 100 different characters, each with unique skills and abilities, and then they just throw you into the action. It's another great game and I highly recommend checking it out. Right now it's on sale again for just $11.99, marked down 40% and matching a previous low into the 15th. Next up we have UNSIGHTED, which is a fun action RPG with a download around 2.5 gigs, and it offers a story that should last players between 10 and 20 hours, depending on how much exploration you decide to get into. It offers several different modes including dungeon raids and boss rush in addition to the main campaign, plus it also has 2-player local co-op as well. It has a great combat system and an easy to learn crafting system, and right now it's on sale again for just $11.99, marked down 40% and a brand new low, again into the 5th. Fables, the Everlasting Sapling is a single-player RPG with a small download just under 400 megabytes, and it offers more than 35 hours of main story gameplay for players to enjoy that revolves around 3 heroes, all with memorable personalities as they set out on their first quest together. It has a fun turn-based combat system and the art design is top tier, plus they've released a patch recently with new content for free, which is always nice. Right now it's on sale for just $12.49, half price and matching a previous low until the 5th. The Assassin's Creed Rebel Collection is a package containing 2 games from the popular franchise. It has a download around 12 gigs and together you're getting dozens and dozens of hours of fun gameplay. Now the bundle includes both Black Flag as well as Rogue and all of the DLC, so you're getting a ton of content for a nice low price. In addition you get some console enhancements as well like HD rumble and motion aiming, and right now the collection is on sale for just $14.79, which is 63% off and matching an all-time low until the 5th. Doom Eternal is an impossible port that still blows me away when I play it here on the Switch. Now the game does have a huge download though, so make sure you have 33 gigs or so free, but if you're in for it, it's a real treat. Now in addition to the main story that could last more than 15 to 20 hours, the game also has online multiplayer as well for even more playtime and value. If you're looking for a solid first-person shooter here on the Switch, Doom Eternal is on sale for just $14.99, marked down 75% and matching an all-time low, again into the 5th. GetsuFumaDen Undying Moon is a single-player action platformer with a download around 3.3 gigs and a main story that should last about 5 to 6 hours to finish up. The game has an amazing art style and the combat again is top tier. It requires precise timing and calculated attacks, plus the boss battles that you face off against are truly fantastic. Now the game is a roguelike, and so with each death things do change a bit for the next run, and of course you can get some permanent upgrades that will help out as well. You'll have weapon upgrades and new abilities to unlock, and right now it's on sale for just $14.99, marked down 40%, bringing it to a new low until the 5th. Next up we have Ruined King, a League of Legends story. This is a single-player, party-based RPG with a complex battle system and an interesting story. It's part of the League of Legends universe, but even if you aren't familiar with that franchise, you'll be able to jump in with no problem. Now the game does put a heavy emphasis on party building and combining different characters to unlock specific skills or abilities. It does have a download around 10 gigs, so just make sure you have space for it, but it does offer more than 25 hours of gameplay on average, and right now it's on sale for just $14.99, which is half price and a new low until the 5th. Terraria is an amazing sandbox-style adventure title here on the Switch with a download around 400 megabytes, and it's one of those games where people will put hundreds of hours into it, while some other people just jump in, realize it's not for them, and then jump out. The game itself though is a wonderful blend of action platforming and exploration with crafting thrown in, and the port here on the Switch was done perfectly. The ability to use touch controls really can help in some situations as well, and right now the game is on sale for just $14.99, once again an all-time low until the 5th. Next we have Shantae and the 7 Sirens. This is the 5th all-new adventure in the series and also happens to be the newest as well. With this one they decided to make the game play out more like a Metroidvania, so keep that in mind if you played the other games before. With that said, this is an absolutely gorgeous game with great controls, art, animation, and music as well, and it's definitely worth checking out for fans of the genre or the series. It does have a download around 2.1 gigs, but it offers more than 10 hours of gameplay, and right now it's on sale for just $17.99, 40% off and matching a previous low, again until the 5th. Soccer Story is a new release with a retro aesthetic, and like with Golf Story, they've incorporated a sport into the Zelda style of top-down adventures, and the main story should last maybe 5 to 10 hours or so to wrap up. Now in addition to the story mode, they also have the exhibition mode where you can just jump in and play games with up to 4 players in local multiplayer. However, the game is incredibly difficult, so it's not the best for beginners even at the easiest setting. Right now it's on sale for just $17.99, marked down 10%, and the sale ends on the 13th. Monster Hunter Stories 2 Wings of Ruin is a massive RPG with the long-running franchise behind it, offering both local and online co-op for up to 4 players. It has a main story that should last more than 50 hours, but it does have a pretty big download at 14 gigs, so keep that in mind. Now this is the second turn-based RPG in the series, and it does crank everything up a bit. It's great for those looking for a big game to play online with friends, and right now it's on sale at a new low of just $19.79, again until the 5th. ANNO Mutationem is a unique single-player action RPG with a download just under 4 gigs and a main story that should take players about 15 hours or so to wrap up. What's really cool with this game is how it shifts perspectives from 2D platforming to 3D exploration based on what you're doing in the game. Plus, again, it has a fun combat system that's fast and fluid, and for those that enjoy upgrades and collectibles, there's plenty of that as well in the game. Right now it's on sale for just $19.99, marked down 20% to a new low, and again the sale ends on the 5th. Next up we have Cult of the Lamb, which is a top-down adventure game with a second side to it that plays out more like a sim game, where you get to build a cult of followers. And these followers can be used to do several different things within the game. It's actually a really fun game in each aspect. For me personally, I enjoy the adventure side a bit more, but again, both are done perfectly. And with Cult of the Lamb, you're going to get more than 15 hours of gameplay on average with the download around 850 megabytes. Right now it's on sale again for just $19.99, marked down 20% and a new low until the 5th. Dark Souls Remastered is a 3D adventure title with a download around 4 gigs, and it offers more than 30 hours of gameplay, but likely needs no introduction. Of course, this is a remaster of the classic, and the port was done really well here on the Switch. It runs stable for the most part, and the combat is just as great as ever. It also has the message system, and online play is intact as well, and right now you can pick it up for just $19.99, bringing it down half price and matching an all-time low until the 5th. Neon White is an incredibly addictive single-player FPS that plays out like a combination of an all-out fast-paced action game, and then there's story segments that play more like a visual novel. Now, I cannot stress enough how addictive the gameplay loop is, and the stages, of which there are a ton, they actually all move quickly, and there's a ton of abilities and unlocks that you can find, plus the story offers more than 15 hours of gameplay on average, and the download comes in at about 4.5 gigs. Right now it's on sale for just $19.99, marked down 20% and matching an all-time low again until the 5th. Next we have Unsouled, which is a single-player action-adventure title with a download around 1 gig, and it offers a main story that should last about 5 hours or so to wrap up. The game has a heavy emphasis on combos and stringing together attacks, and would definitely take a little getting used to. And while the world isn't interconnected, they definitely offer different paths in each of the levels, and that's where the exploration comes in. Right now it's on sale for just $5.99, marked down 72% to a brand new low until the 15th. Action Arcade Wrestling, as the name implies, is an arcade take on professional wrestling, and it offers local multiplayer for up to 4 people, but sadly there's no online option available as of yet. Now the game has a download just under 700 megabytes, and of course your playtime will vary based on a lot of different things, but with the Switch version you get access to all game modes and the full roster, as well as the ability to connect online and download more characters that other people have created. Right now it's on sale for just $8.99, marked down 40% and matching a previous low until the 8th. Alright everybody, it's giveaway time, so we're going to do 3 giveaways today. The first one will be for the first 100 comments on the last video. Congratulations my friend, and now our next giveaway is for the first day of December. Congratulations once again. Alright, and now we'll do a special one for our patrons and our channel members, just as a thank you. Alright everybody, thank you all so much for watching. We really do appreciate it. If you enjoyed the video or you like the Switch, we have plenty more content on the channel. Feel free to check it out.
That's all for today's list. We hope you liked the video. If you did, consider subscribing and liking down below. Okay, bye!